Today I'm gonna show you how to play Paper Wings by Rise Against. The song is part of the Syrian Song and the Counterculture album, which features many of the band's best and memorizable songs. Paper Wings is written in C minor or D sharp major and has a BPM of 100. And as always, before playing, tune down your guitar a half step to EB standard tuning. This is the first song where I recommend you to be at least an advanced guitar player. The structure of the song is very simple and the rhythm part too, but the main riff and the solo require fast fingers and a stable picking. It's not impossible for beginners, but it will definitely be a challenge. This song is built around an intro, the main riff, which is also featured in the chorus, a verse, a pre-chorus, the solo, and an outro, which is just the rhythm chords of the chorus or the main riff. The techniques you need in this song are power chords and a variation of it, alternate picking, octaves, hammer-on and pull-offs, bends and slides. The intro is just based around some power chords and one variation of it, where you play a half tone below your root note. I explain the reason of this in the pre-chorus where it comes up to. Just slide down your index finger one fret and let the other fingers rest in the position of the first power chord. The rhythm part of this riff is just the same chords you played in the intro. For the lead part, there's a fast-paced melody which changes between palm muted and open notes. For this part, it's really important that you exercise it long enough and in different tempos so you totally know where your fingers have to go next. It can be very stressful when you have to concentrate on the open and palm muted, alternate picking and the changing in the left hand too. This is just a thing that comes with time and practice, and even I had some struggles after I didn't learn the song that much. For the placement of your right hand, just do what feels right to you. For this riff I like to stable my hand with the pinky and have a very tight and closed hand shape so the distance between the strings is not too far. Compared to the main riff, the verse is very easy. The first two playthroughs just play power chords, and for the last two just add a short octave. For the pre-chorus I chose the lead part because it has a really nice tone. The rhythm guitar just plays power chords again. The chord you play in the lead part is basically one interval of a D sharp major chord, which is also our key. You only play the fifth and the octave of it. By raising your ring finger you lower that octave to a big seventh and put it back to an octave if you lay down the finger again. The change from the seventh to an octave has a very completing sound to the human ear and it sounds very pure. It is often used in the end of a song or a section to make it very smooth and complete. For the chorus you play the main riff again. Rhythm and lead part are completely the same. After that you repeat the verse, pre-chorus and chorus again. The solo starts at the 3rd string. I know that it's supposed to be played with more bands in the beginning, but for teaching I found it easier to play the whole notes. After the first part you slide down from the 12th fret on the 2nd string. Now go on with 3 notes, all hammered, repeated 5 times. Sometimes it can be very hard to hammer on with the pinky, but in this case it's very uncomforting to reach the last note with the ring finger. You just have to practice this section until you have the strength and the right grip on your pinky. After the hammer on section, play some intervals of the D sharp note and go on with some bending. Now only play the notes on the 2nd string as the root notes and the 1st string open. For the last part do alternate picking, change between fret notes and open notes. In the end again play some intervals of the D sharp, but hammered and poled this time, and the last note is an open B string. This may sound very complex at first, but if you cut the solo into different sections, it gets a really nice flow after you learned all sequences. To help you, I cut the solo into small groups and named them, so you can learn the solo piece by piece. Now only follows a small acoustic part where the rhythm notes of the main riff are played again. The outro is just the same chords too. And here we are already at the end of the song and this lesson too. I hope you enjoyed it and have fun while learning this song. Like always, write a comment if you have any questions and I'll do my best to answer them. The next lesson eventually could be a song of a band that is not Rise Against. I still have to think about that, but if it's not so, it will be a song of Endgame or Wolves. While waiting for my next lesson, just enjoy some of my Tap on Screen and regular covers, and there's some Stick to Your Guns, Papa Roach and maybe another acoustic cover in the pipeline, so stay tuned for that and I see you in the next video.